Chapter 2 discusses different types of retailers. In Chapter 2, Part 2, we discuss the following item: food retailers. Food retailing has changed dramatically in the last few decades. 20 to 30 years ago, customers primarily shopped at conventional supermarkets for groceries. Today, conventional supermarkets account for less than 45% of grocery sales. Given this information, we must ask the question: if customers aren't going to conventional supermarkets for their groceries, where are they purchasing groceries from? The short answer is many different places. Fear and lockdowns from the COVID-19 pandemic increased sales of online grocery stores 44% in 2020. Supercenters like Walmart and SuperTarget are offering full assortments of grocery items, encouraging customers to purchase groceries when shopping for other household essential items. Discount stores like Target and extreme value retailers like Family Dollar are also increasing their assortment of grocery items, encouraging more customers to shop for groceries at locations other than the conventional supermarket. Let's look at each of the different types of retailers where customers can purchase food and grocery items. Customers can purchase food and grocery items at conventional supermarkets, limited assortment supermarkets, supercenters, warehouse clubs, and convenience stores. You may notice that restaurants are not listed in this chart. We will discuss restaurants in a later section of this chapter. This chart has a hyperlink that takes you to an article, The PG 100 Ranking Top Food Retailers in North America. If we scroll down, you can see that the number 1 spot is held by Walmart. The number 2 spot is held by Amazon. And the number 3 spot is held by Costco. I know we have not talked about each of the different types of food retailers yet, but from this list, we can see that the top 3 spots are held by retailers that are not conventional or even limited assortment supermarkets, showing the change in grocery shopping trends the authors mentioned at the beginning of this section. Let's go back to the slides and look at each type of food retailer in more detail. The first food retailer we discuss is supermarkets. There are 2 main types of supermarkets: conventional supermarkets and limited assortment supermarkets. Conventional supermarkets are large, self-service food stores that offers groceries, meat, and produce, as well as some non-food items, including health and beauty items and general merchandise. Perishable products such as meat, seafood, baked goods, dairy, and produce account for roughly 52% of sales at conventional supermarkets and have higher profit margins than packaged goods or pantry items. Conventional supermarkets carry 30,000 to 40,000 SKUs. If you remember from Part 1, an SKU is short for stock keeping unit. Each individual in the store is assigned an SKU. So we can see that conventional supermarkets carry roughly 30,000 to 40,000 individual products. Examples of conventional supermarkets include Kroger, Albertsons, H-E-B, Publix, Tom Thumb, and Randall's. Limited assortment supermarkets carry roughly 1,000 to 1,500 SKUs, or individuals' products. They carry more store brands and have less selection than conventional supermarkets. For example, at a conventional supermarket, the customer might have 15 different brands of peanut butter to choose from, whereas the customer at a limited assortment supermarket might have only 2 brands to choose from. Because limited assortment supermarkets carry fewer products, they do not need the same amount of space as conventional supermarkets and may choose to locate in smaller shopping centers or in areas with lower rent. They are also able to offer merchandise at roughly 40% lower than conventional supermarkets. This price savings appeals to customers who are not brand loyal and who are looking for the best price. Frequently, these supermarkets offer fewer services than conventional supermarkets, including having to pay for bags, having to bag groceries yourself, and seeing products displayed in cartons or on crates in the store. Examples of limited assortment supermarkets are Aldi and Save-A-Lot. I would consider Trader Joe's and Sprouts Farmers Market as upscale limited assortment supermarkets. On average, a typical customer makes 3 trips per week to the store to buy food and only 1 trip per week to buy non-food items. Because conventional supermarkets have high competition from limited assortment supermarkets and other types of food retailers, they are trying to differentiate themselves, bring customers back to traditional or conventional supermarkets, and recoup some of the lost market share. The first way that conventional supermarkets can increase shopping in their stores is by offering more fresh merchandise. Fresh merchandise is frequently located in the areas around the outer wall of the supermarket, known as the power perimeter. The power perimeter is where the supermarket will place the produce, deli, meat, and seafood section, dairy, bakery, and other perishable items. If you recall from earlier, we said that 52% of sales at conventional supermarkets comes from selling fresh items. By expanding these sections and giving more store space to perishables, conventional supermarkets can encourage more customers to shop in their stores. The second way that conventional supermarkets can increase shopping in their stores is by offering more ready-to-eat options. According to the textbook, roughly 76% of consumers have purchased ready-to-eat or ready-to-heat meals. These types of meals provide busy customers a quicker meal than cooking one from scratch and a healthier meal than ordering takeout. Supermarkets are increasing the offerings of ready-to-eat and heat-to-eat meals available to increase patronage and purchasing in-store. In the past several years, I've noticed that students with limited incomes are shifting from stopping at the fast food drive-thru on their way to campus to bringing ready-to-eat meals because it gives them a more nutritious meal, still without having to cook because they are limited on time. The third way that conventional supermarkets can increase shopping in their stores is by offering private label products. Private label brands developed and produced by the specific retailer, benefit the customer and the retailer. Benefits to the customer include having more choices, finding the same ingredients and quality as a national brand at a lower price, or getting higher quality ingredients at a similar price to the national brand. Benefits to the retailer include store loyalty because the customer can only purchase those brands at the specific retailer, product differentiation because the competition will not offer the exact same item, and lower promotion cost because the supermarket does not need to spend as much money advertising these products to customers. Let's look at Kroger as an example. Kroger has multiple private label brands available to customers. The Kroger brand is the regular store brand that offers customers lower prices. Simple Truth and Private Selection are premium store brands that offer customers higher quality ingredients than the national brands. Going back to our last item, Home Chef is Kroger's private label brand for meal kits. Each of these brands are only available at Kroger, so customers who like and prefer these products will need to visit Kroger for their grocery shopping. The fourth way that conventional supermarkets can increase shopping in their stores is by improving the shopping experience. By creating an enjoyable shopping experience, better store ambiance, and customer service, conventional supermarkets can differentiate themselves from other food retailers. Some of these experiences include food as theater, such as offering cooking demonstrations for customers, allowing customers to grocery shop while enjoying a beer or glass of wine, and even having babysitting services. The second type of food retailer we talk about is the supercenter. Supercenters are large spaces with 160,000 to 200,000 square feet and carry 100,000 to 150,000 SKUs. Supercenters combine a conventional supermarket with a full-line discount store. By offering a broad assortment of grocery and general merchandise products all under one roof, the Supercenter has created a one-stop shopping experience that many customers prefer. General merchandise items are often purchased on impulse whenever the customer's primary reason for going to the store is to purchase groceries. If you recall previously, we said that individuals buy groceries roughly 3 times per week, and they typically only purchase general merchandise items 1 time per week. By combining the two formats, the conventional supermarket with a full-line discount store, customers are likely to buy non-food items while they are at the store purchasing groceries. And if they are to purchase non-food items, they may also decide to purchase a few groceries. General merchandise items frequently have higher profit margins, allowing the food items to be priced more aggressively. Two examples of supercenters are Walmart and SuperTarget. When Walmart expanded from the full-line discount store to a supercenter, the retailer often used the word supercenter on their signage. However, as most Walmart full-line discount stores have transitioned to supercenters, Walmart no longer uses this wording on the signage and instead just has the name Walmart on the building. Target, on the other hand, uses SuperTarget to designate Targets that are supercenters rather than the regular Target that is still considered a full-line discount store. The third type of food retailer we talk about is the warehouse club. Warehouse clubs offer a limited and irregular assortment of food and general merchandise with little services at low prices. Limited assortment means that a store might only receive 50 or 100 products in a specific category compared to other types of retailers that may receive 500 or 1,000 products in a specific category. Irregular assortment means that the same items may not be stocked over time. For example, you might visit a warehouse club and one time they have frozen crab legs, and then you never see frozen crab legs at that store again. Warehouse clubs have 100,000 to 150,000 square feet, but only carry roughly 20,000 SKUs. Warehouse clubs have simple interiors with concrete floors. The aisles are wide so that forklifts can get in and out easily with pallets of merchandise. Two different types of memberships are offered: wholesale memberships for businesses and individual memberships for personal use. Two well-known examples of warehouse clubs are Costco and Sam's Club. One other wholesale club found mostly on the East Coast is BJ's Wholesale Club. The fourth type of food retailer we talk about is the convenience store. Convenience stores provide a limited variety and assortment of merchandise at convenient locations. Convenience stores are small, with 3,000 to 5,000 square feet, but have roughly 2,000 to 3,000 SKUs. Customers shopping in convenience stores can make purchases quickly and will frequently use or consume the items within 30 minutes of purchase. Because convenience stores are convenient to the customer, they charge higher prices for the same items that could be found in other types of retailers. As with other retailers, convenience stores are facing high competition and are trying to differentiate themselves by offering fresh, on-the-go options or unique products. The largest convenience store chain in the United States is 7-Eleven. Other well-known convenience store names are Wawa, Quick Trip, Casey's, and Murphy USA. Every semester, I get a question about Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's has some of the qualifications of a convenience store and has other qualifications that are not consistent with convenience stores. Buc-ee's is conveniently located along the highway for individuals traveling. Items are used or consumed within 30 minutes of purchase. However, Buc-ee's is much larger than 3,000 to 5,000 square feet and has more than 2,000 to 3,000 individual products. In short, yes, Buc-ee's is still considered a convenience store. However, I would consider Buc-ee's to be a supersized convenience store. This concludes Chapter 2, Part 2. Please make sure to return soon for Chapter 2, Part 3.